why don't you start us off with an outline of what herbalism is and I guess what it isn't?
Yeah, that's a really big question. First of all, I think it's worth mentioning that all people throughout all of time have practiced some form of herbalism. It's not until relatively recently that pharmaceutical medications and other types of medical interventions have even existed. So I think it's worth acknowledging that. And so, with that said, herbalism, in essence, is anyone who works with herbs within a healing context. So it can be the person that's using cinnamon within their kitchen, making a beautiful tea or adding it to a dish. But it can also be someone that's working within a clinical setting, that's working with someone undergoing cancer therapy, for example. So it can be really anything that is within the context of people working with herbs, right? And then, of course, herbalism has been practiced throughout the world. So there's many different traditions and frameworks in which people work within to understand their herbs and also understand people.
And to answer what it isn't, I mean, we have a specific way that we like to work with herbs, but something that I would say herbs are not is that they're not interchangeable with pharmaceuticals. And sometimes people like to kind of try and just find like the green pill, the opposite, and they're not the same thing. So while there can be similar chemistry and they might have similar actions in the body, and sometimes there can be some similarities there, they really are different. And we see them as a living medicine. We see plants as sentient beings that have more than just their chemistry to them. So yeah, so basically they are not an exact exchange. And I think that's important to me.